my fellow investigators. Welcome to Watch Us Lose, where we are playing every great old one in Eldritch Horrors.
Yep.
Yeah, in Eldritch Horror. In Fantasy Flight Games, Eldritch Horror. Tonight, we're continuing our campaign against Yog Suthoth, the lurker at the threshold. I'm Rob.
I'm Len.
I'm Laura.
And we will be joined at some point by our dear friend Eric, assuming that his house isn't caving in or something. It sounds like he's having a little bit of an Eldritch Horror himself. But thank you all for coming and joining us today. I'm very excited about this game, although I have to say, Len, tisk, tisk, tisk.
Oh, did I cheat again?
You did, you cheated again, and to be fair, we let you.
Well, that's not cheating.
Well, no, it's just, in a cooperative game, it's sort of a group cheat. Yes, so turns out that when you were required to impair a skill, you're not allowed to choose to impair a level 1 skill.
Right.
And unfortunately, that was, I think, like the first encounter of the first turn, so there's no rolling it back.
Really?
Yeah, it was way early that happened.
But you know what the good thing is? I didn't have anything that gave me plus strength, so I probably still only would have been rolling 1 die anyway, but I was going, I guess, without something else impaired, so...
Mm-hmm. Right. Yeah,
Wow.
So to fix it, I think you're going to have to choose to impair something else.
Yes, I will impair my observation.
All right. So yeah, we're going up against Yog Suthoth again, and I think that our mystery, if nothing else, it's really straightforward. We're facing the spawn of Yog Suthoth, where we have to defeat the Dunwich Horror here in Arkham. Does 6 damage, or he has 6 toughness, does a healthy amount of sanity and health in combat, but straightforward at least. And the good news in my mind is Zoey is right nearby, and she's pretty well equipped to deal with him, I think. So while I'm doing that, what do you guys think you're going to be doing?
Well, I think Agatha needs to heal up a little bit, but she's also going to use her special artifact tome to clear out that gate a little bit to make it a little easier for Mr. Roland.
All right. Yeah, we got a blue gate here with 3 monsters on it out in Riley, including a crazed mob.
Yeah,
I'm sure
that's
there's
what I'm
some way
thinking.
that makes sense.
I mean, if I was a mob of people, I would go pretty crazy if I saw a horrifying monster.
True. And how about you, Laura? What do you think you're going to be up to?
Well, depending on how well Agatha can remotely kill monsters, I might be going to close the gate. Otherwise, I'm going to do my favorite thing, which is sail to the middle of the Atlantic and look for clues in the deep.
You might find Eric out there while you're there, so
I
that
might,
could be a 2 for
yeah.
1.
That's
Yeah.
true. Do you guys remember in the little pre-conversation that we had when Eric was here, did he say what he was planning on doing?
Probably saying that we're in trouble and we're going to lose.
That is a very Eric thing to say, yes.
Or he's
I know,
going
I
to
don't-
Rome to shop and get a clue. That sounds very Eric as well.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll buy that.
Yeah, he probably wants to get out of the pyramids at least.
I'm
so
sure.
he can move
And
around.
there's not a whole lot else for him to do there at the moment, so that would make sense to me. All right, well... Okay. I guess I will take the lead investigator.
Yeah, makes sense.
And so, let's get underway. So, first thing Zoe's gonna do is move to Arkham, where the Dunwich Horror is. And then she's gonna fall down a few times, because computerized physics is fun. The second thing she's going to do is
Put her in attack mode?
Nope, that's gonna be the third thing.
Oh, okay.
The second thing she's going to do is use the Monster Hunter, which, as an action, a monster of your choice on your space loses 1 health. So let us get a toughness counter over here. And then let me figure out how to zoom in on it. There we go. And so we've done our first damage to the monster. Then, the third thing we're going to do...
Yeah.
Get her ready to go do some fighting.
Love it.
All right. So that is Zoe. Next up comes Joe Diamond. So let's start by moving to Rome. And one thing that Eric always forgets about is his special action about choosing ally, service, or weapon. Do we need to be doing anything with this array? I think
I like what's up there.
okay.
If I were only healed, I would probably grab something up there for
All
myself.
right.
In fact, I might even put off the healing, as crazy as that sounds.
Well, I'm taking a look to see if he's got any fun actions available to him. Doesn't look like it. He's maxed out on focuses because you're only allowed to have 2. You could get a resource, but you know what?
You could rest and get a clue.
That
for
is
a
just what I was thinking.
Oh, sorry.
So let's take a rest action, which will increase him to 6 and 5. And then let's see. When you perform a rest action, you may test lore. If you pass, you may spend 1 sanity to gain 1 clue. So even if he fails, I think this is a fine thing to do. So his lore looks to be a 3. I don't see any bonuses. So let's roll some dice. And he gets success, so he can spend 1 sanity in order to get 1 clue. All right.
Okay.
Then what are you going to do with Agatha?
Well, I rethought what I just said. I was seduced by getting good stuff, but I'm instead going to rest. No, first I'm going to do the Massa de Requiem Parshagai, and I'm going to do that by using the action on my character action. I can perform an action on a ritual tome and gain +2 lore.
All right.
So I have 5 lore. This is test lore -1. That gives me 6 dice by my crazy math. I just need to pass, but sometimes that first roll's a doozy. Okay, so I pass. I can spend 1 sanity to discard a monster on a space of my choice containing a gate. A crazed mob will be discarded.
All right. And
Action
that was important because that had a bad reckoning effect, right?
and hard to kill.
Yeah.
Second, I'm going to rest, and I'm going to spend a resource to gain an extra health. So 2 health, and my Mystic Tome also says when I perform a rest action, recover an additional sanity. So that'll get me back up to close to full health.
All right.
And that is Agatha.
Not bad. Laura?
All right. So there's still some nasties on that thing.
There are.
Len, will you be upset if I run to the ocean and leave those alone?
Well, I wouldn't have done what I did.
Okay.
But that's
all
fine.
right. Well,
No, I mean,
But a thing I'll point out
yeah.
is
they're not that bad.
the whoops, that was the wrong thing to do. The Child of the Goat in particular, we have a lot of things that can advance doom on us, and it would be really helpful to start whittling those down.
Okay. So let's do that, I suppose. So I need to move as my first action, right?
I'm gonna
Okay.
buy.
I mean, if you want to, there might be other actions you want to do in the city first before there are monsters. But what was your second action going to be?
Oh, I don't know. I can't swipe at them in advance. I have to wait till.
Yeah.
That's
Okay.
correct.
Okay. Well, let's see. I can also move things around with my ability from the restock, but we said we like things in there, so I won't do that.
Yeah.
There isn't a service action or a set aside service item that helps us. So theoretically, I would spawn 2 clues with my bonus.
Mhm.
So might as well do that.
Okay. So it looks like the Heart of Africa. And another clue out in the middle of the ocean.
Yes, I see. Okay. So that takes care of my special ability. Then I've got a resource, and I've got something that helps me with influence tests, right?
Mhm.
So I guess I might as well try to buy something.
Yeah.
Wait, you have a resource? Because I don't see it.
Oh no, I don't. I have 2 focuses. Never mind. I don't have a resource.
That's what that's for.
Yeah. Well, let's. I'm not so into that, but
I mean, I completely support you going for either the Enchanted Bow or the Blunderbuss. I think even
Okay.
though you get a +2, either of those are either better or at least also awesome.
okay. So I will. I'll go ahead and go shopping, and to do that, I do roll my influence, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, so that's 2 dice, and then I roll 1 additional die. I'm resolving an
Yes,
influence
Karina
test.
Jones.
So yeah,
Nice.
Karina Jones. Okay. That's the only thing that helps. The key doesn't help, and my talent doesn't help. Okay. So let's see what happens.
Oh, who needs death? Look at you.
So 2 successes. So what does that mean I can do?
That
How much can I
means
spend?
you can spend a total of 2 value. So in this instance, that would be either the Blunderbuss or the Forbidden Text.
Okay.
Or you could go into debt and spend up to 4 and get either the Enchanted Bow or the Gambler's Dice or the Blunderbuss and the Forbidden Text, because that's how, numbers work.
Okay. I'm trying. I guess the blunderbuss is probably the best thing for me, although it's not a whole lot different than my Mauser.
So the thing about that is it still wouldn't give you you'd still be maxed at the +2 bonus, but you'd be able to use the special ability of that of getting benefits of the 6s and still re-roll 1 die with the Mauser, because the text doesn't stack, just the bonuses do, if that makes sense.
Sort of. All right. So I'll get the blunderbuss. That's fine. And we'll restock that to see what's there now.
Ooh.
Grotesque compendium.
How do you like that?
My. Oh my. Oh. Agatha.
All right. And now I'm gonna go ahead and move over to the gate where I've got all kinds of nasties waiting for me.
Fantastic. All right.
Time to do some fighting.
Or at least having some encounters. So, Len, would you be so kind as to do nothing because I'm having a combat encounter first, and so I don't... Yeah, let's start with that. All right, so the Dunwich Horror, I have to do a horror check at -1. It's going to cost me 3 sanity, -1 for each success I roll. So my will starts at 4. My Holy Cross gives me 2 additional. And I'm just sort of scanning stuff here, and I don't see any other things for dice, although the trig hit will give me a free roll. All right, so here we go. And I got the 1 success I was looking for. So at the moment, I'm on for taking 3 -1 or 2 damage. Say, buddy.
Agatha would love to step in and instill bravery into you. So once per round, when an investigator will lose sanity, I can test lore, and if I pass, I prevent you from losing the 2 sanity. So I will be rolling 5 dice. Oh, there we go. 4 successes.
Awesome.
And I can prevent you from losing up to 4 sanity instead.
Well,
If you failed, and when I pass a lore test as part of a spell effect, I gain a clue.
right. All right. Teamwork.
Hey.
So now I have not lost sanity during a combat encounter, so I rolled 2 additional dice when resolving the strength test during that combat.
Yes.
So my strength is 3, and then I got me a holy spear.
Holy mackerel.
So that's gonna be, oh, thank you. And then I get to roll 2 additional dice because I didn't lose any sanity. So that's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 dice.
Wow. Wow. That's pretty good.
I'm going to the Waverly Farm, and I'm gonna cut stuff up. This the chef is also a butcher.
Oh, you even got the 5 we needed. Good for you.
So I do 5 damage. You know what? I didn't subtract the 2. I
damn
didn't
it.
subtract the 2.
Damn it.
I know.
That was such a good roll. Oh, now you're gonna roll none. What is this?
Nah, I'm not gonna cheat, Len.
Poop.
That's still fine. So that was mathematically expected. All right. So I got it half of the way there. Because there is a creature or a monster on my space, I don't get to have another encounter. But that's okay. This is what we were...
Halfway home. That's
Yeah.
good. All right. So Joe is in Rome.
Why don't we have a research encounter, though?
Why not? That makes perfect sense. I meant to say Joe's doing a research encounter in Rome. Yes.
Sure.
John Scott agrees to answer your questions about the Silver Twilight Lodge. That night, something seems odd. Test observation -1.
Observation -1. All right. It's almost like this guy's a private eye or something. So his observation is a 4 -1. We'll do it right this time. But... Nope, that's it.
Did that just like Eric would.
Yeah.
He does have focuses.
Yeah. Let's start with using Anna Tilton. You and other investigators on your space roll one additional die when resolving tests during research encounters. So let's see if she'll do it for us. Nope. All right, once per round, you may reroll one die when resolving a test from the Grizzly Totem. Okay, so we're not taking any of these. That's the one I'm rolling. To no success. All right.
Eric is going to kill you when he gets back. This is dreadful.
We're going to stick with a focus. Jesus Christ.
Delete those dice, for the love of God. They're the worst. Pile of garbage dice that you gave Eric.
What, those dice? What dice?
Yeah. That looks like a winner, that one.
Nope. So here's the question. If I spend the clue, I can reroll 2 dice because of hard-boiled.
Yeah.
Is it worth a clue to get a clue?
Yes, because it's preventing him from getting an amnesia.
All right.
I'll take care of that.
All right. We're going to do it this time.
There it is.
That was way, way too much effort.
Eric, remember those focuses you had? Those foci you had? They're gone now. But you don't have amnesia, so. Alrighty. Agatha is in Shanghai, Laura.
All right. And that's just a regular
Purple.
encounter. Okay. Yep. Let's see what she's got going on here. Collector of occult texts is inside the exclusive Shanghai club. You try to enter, test influence.
Influence is 3. I'm just seeing if I have anything else. I don't think I do. So 3 dice. 3 beautiful, blessed dice, please. Maybe.
Oh.
There we go.
Oh, look at that. He gladly loans you a book. Gain 1 random tome asset from the deck.
Oh, I love tomes. What do we got? A mystic scroll that looks like a trash tome, and it is. That is absolutely useless. Thank you, game. Alrighty. Roland.
All right. So, you get to choose which monster you want to face first.
What do you recommend? Maybe the one you want me to kill the most, right? Is the Child of Goat?
Yeah, I mean, I think you're going to do fine against both of them. The question might be, how's your observation?
It's not awful. It's a 4.
Alright.
And do I have anything that helps with observation? I do. Yeah, Karina gives me another die for observation.
So, because if you fail the observation test on this one, the dimensional shambler,
Mm-hmm.
you'll gain a loss in time. You won't be able to do anything else if you fail the observation roll.
Okay, well that's nice. Even though I've got 5 die, that doesn't mean I'm going to pass. So
Right.
should I start the other thing?
That would make sense to me.
Okay, let's do that.
All right. So the Child of the Goat has no horror check, so you skip over that. It does have a strength with no modifier. But there is a magical resistance on it. So if you use a weapon with the keyword magic, you won't get the dice bonus from it. But I think you're okay on that as well, right?
Right. Yep.
All right. So pull together your strength dice.
Okay, so my base strength is 2,
Mhm.
and then either blunderbuss or Mauser gives me an additional 2.
Yeah.
So that's 4. And then is there anything else that gives me strength? I don't think.
All right. So now in this instance, you do have to decide if you're using the blunderbuss for the +2 or the Mauser. Because the blunderbuss says, when resolving a combat encounter, you may gain +2. If you do, each 6 you roll when resolving a strength test counts as 2 successes, and each one negates 1 success. That only happens if you take the 2 dice from the blunderbuss.
Okay, well, I guess I'm doing that then.
All right.
But then I'm not allowed to use the...
Well, that's the tricky thing, because the Mauser doesn't have the if you do language.
Mhm.
It doesn't care about your strength check for the second sentence.
Got it. So I get the Mauser bonus as long as I use the blunderbuss.
Yeah. So
Okay.
you will get
All
to re-roll a die with the Mauser, even if you're using the blunderbuss.
Excellent. All right, so let's roll my 4 and see what happens.
Which makes perfect thematic sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. So that's 1 success. So
Right.
at the so you've defeated it. At the moment, you're going to take
hang
1
on,
damage.
Hang on. She rolled 1s.
Ooh, you rolled 1s. So that's actually 0 successes because those 1s cancel that. However, you do have the Mauser, which gives you a free reroll
Okay.
to start with.
So I should re-roll one of the 1s.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay. Let's take one of those.
Better.
All right, so now you're at 0 successes.
Okay. I've got some focuses.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not paying. I wouldn't be paying a clue for any effect, so that doesn't help. So I guess I need to
Well,
start using.
That's not
focuses.
true. Couldn't she use a clue to reroll, but use
Sure.
the silver key to not reroll, to not spend it?
Oh, interesting. No, because spending a clue for a reroll isn't an effect. That would be,
Oh.
yeah.
Sure about that?
I'm pretty sure.
Okay.
All right. So one focus would allow me to re-roll this other one, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So let's do that. Seems like a wise use of focus.
Yeah. All right.
There you go.
So, at this point, you have 1 success. You could spend another focus to continue on, but you might want to save that later. You have
Right.
defeated the child of the goat, but you will take 1 damage from it.
I can afford that. That'll be fine.
Yeah.
All right. So I'm down to 6 health, and I have eaten the child of the goat for breakfast. All right. Now I've got somebody else to deal with. And I
No.
think you said it starts with an observation test.
So, we're going to bring that over to where you are so we can see it a bit. So, first, we're going to have the horror test at your will -1.
Okay, so my base will is 3, -1 would be 2.
Mm-hmm.
And then I've got a talent that says I may gain +2 during that encounter. And if I do flip that card before resolving the test.
Right.
I feel like I know what's on the other side, but I can't remember.
All right, so you're going to take the +2?
Yeah, let's do it.
So let's flip that over.
So you may re-roll 1 die when resolving the will test. After resolving the test, resolve the effect based on your results. Okay. Oh,
Oh,
that's not great.
yeah.
That's unfortunate.
Okay, yeah, this is all bad. None of this is good. Okay. And this
That's
gives me
a
an extra.
weird card.
Yes. So I've got an extra 2 will.
Mm-hmm.
So now I roll 4 dice.
Yes.
Okay. All right. And yeah, get maybe another madness condition. That's exciting.
Is that how you got the paranoia in the
Yeah.
first place? I wonder.
Yeah.
All right. So 2 successes. So you don't lose any sanity from the horror check. And then
But I do get a madness condition.
that is correct.
No, you gain a madness condition unless you discard this card.
That's
By
true.
the way,
Yeah.
back
All right. I
dice.
think I'm done with guts. I think that's that's enough.
Eric got back just in the nick of time.
Welcome
Yeah.
back, Eric.
Yeah. I'm
Yeah,
not.
thank
I'm not.
you. Hey,
I'm ready
by
for
the way,
more
did I
madness.
mention to you guys I installed a new sink in my house?
Oh, nice.
No, you did not. Congratulations.
Well, it turns out I didn't install a new sink in my house. I placed a new sink in my house, but apparently I didn't tighten things enough. So who needs a plumber, right?
Eh, that's what money is for. All right. Well, welcome back. Laura is just plowing through some baddies. And now she has to do an observation -1 test. And if you fail that, you're going to be lost in time and space.
All right. So my next test is the strength. Oh, observation. Right. All right. So I've got 4 base observation plus Karina, which is 5 observation.
Mm-hmm.
But it's observation -1.
Yeah.
So we're back down to 4.
Yeah.
Got it. Okay. Nothing else helps. Okay. 4. Here we go.
All right.
Easy
Deal.
peasy.
Oof.
Well done. And so that has defeated the Dimensional Shambler.
Cool.
Has it?
Oh
Only
no!
got 1 success.
I'm thinking she was using the blunderbuss, but you're doing observation.
Oh. You're right. Yep. So you need to get 1 more success,
Okay.
but you got some rerolls, don't you?
Yeah, I've got to focus. So let's re-roll something. Right? Or can
Mhm.
I? Yeah, nothing else gives me rerolls.
Right.
So this is not another worldling encounter. And a combat encounter. Okay, alright, so focus goes goodbye. And I'm going to pick a non-success to re-roll.
All right. And so the Mauser didn't help either because it's observation, not strength. All right.
Okay, that's not good.
But you also have a clue,
I do.
which can be spent for a reroll as well.
Wait, can I ask a silly question?
Please.
So it was observation minus. Oh, nothing. Nothing. Thank you. I thought you had a +1 token on that. I thought you had 5 to start with. That's...
No. Mm-mm. Well, might as well spend the clue, because otherwise I get lost to time and space, right?
Yeah.
That's pretty bad.
No,
No, because you didn't fail the test.
fail. You just
Oh.
didn't kill it. So what will happen is that will end your round. You won't be able to close the gate.
Okay.
You will experience being stuck at sea, something you've never experienced before.
Clearly not.
But
I mean, I like having a clue, but I'd also sort of like to have an encounter. Gosh, let's spend it. Let's do it.
All right.
nope.
No?
Discarded clue bag. Not.
Oh, sorry. Yep. Okay. I was like, you really don't want me to spend that clue? Okay. Whatever.
Yay!
Oh, that.
That's
All right.
nice.
All right. So now this goes back into the bag.
So, hey, just a point of clarification.
Mm-hmm.
I'm looking up the silver key and using the clue for an effect.
Okay.
And on Board Game Geek, it says the lead designer has clarified in this game pretty much everything is an effect. So the only limitations that it has to be spending a clue to play for something rather than discard a clue or place a clue on another card.
Oh, so you get the clue back.
You get that clue back.
Excellent, thank you.
All right.
I wouldn't have had to spend my focuses if I.
Well.
Once per round. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Fine. Okay. Good. So all right. So now I've killed everything, and I can have another worldly encounter.
Yes. All right. So. Las Carcosa. Staring out at the cloudy water of Lake Hali, you are horrified to see the entire lake rippling as if something at the bottom is about to surface. You are seized by a terrible panic that paralyzes you. Test will.
Okay. My will is 3, and I no longer have guts, which is a good thing. So let's test that will. I pass.
All right. Through sheer will, you force yourself to run toward the door you entered through. You find the doorway has been replaced by a blank wall. You try to recall an incantation from your studies that will open the lost portal. Test lore.
Okay, my lore is only 2. I have nothing that helps with my lore. However, the magical key will allow me to reroll 1 die when resolving a test on another world encounter.
Yes.
So we will roll my 2 and see what happens. Okay.
Didn't even need it.
If you pass, close this gate.
Okay.
Well done. All right.
That was worth the time that all took. We got it. We took the circuitous route. We got there.
That is impressive. I mean, I didn't
I
see
feel
all
very
of it.
accomplished.
Like you plowed through 3 monsters and closed the gate.
Well, only 2. Agatha.
Oh, Agatha got one. Oh well, still
Yep.
okay.
All right.
And you spend 2 focuses for 1 clue, correct?
Yeah.
Okay.
But you don't have amnesia.
I don't have amnesia and I don't have a dark pact, so
Right.
Yeah, you missed Rob whiffing on like 15 dice before that.
Because I learned from the best. All right, but that brings us to a mythos phase. So let's see what happens here. All right. First thing that happens is the Omen track moves to a green space. We don't have any gates on board, so we don't lose any doom because there are no green gates. But then there's a monster spawn. There's no green gates for them to spawn from, so we're going to get a brand new gate in Tokyo with a rat thing. Ooh. He's a guy.
He's a guy.
Oh, I
Wow.
hate
Yeah,
those things.
he's far more humanoid looking than I would hope.
hate- Okay, so just as a side, rat things are pretty minor creatures.
Yes.
But they do the annoying thing of taking your stuff.
Yes.
And it's really annoying when you're someone who rolls really bad in this game, and you go up against a rat thing and you just get wiped out. They're so annoying. They don't
That's
even
why-
do you the dignity of killing you. They just
They steal it and then you don't even get to get it back.
Right.
and you don't get to get it back. And if you kill them, no one cares because it's like a 1 health monster. Like, yeah, I killed a rat thing. They're like, yeah, what? And it's like, no, you don't understand. This thing was the worst.
And then we also get 2 new clues surrounding San Francisco, basically. So, all of yesterday's accomplishments are now simply painful reminders of what you are no longer capable of achieving. The regret and physical strain just get worse every day. Painful memories. Event. Each investigator loses health and or sanity equal to the number of impairment tokens he has. Then each investigator discards all of his impairment tokens.
Huh.
Well, I guess it's a good thing you cheated last game, Len.
Yes. Yeah, see?
So doing a quick scan, we do not have any impairment tokens. So, all right. Well, that was easy.
That was a pretty sweet and cuddly one, all things considered.
All right. I guess we have another action phase. Who wants to be the lead investigator?
Oh, I have some stuff. I mean, I have the chant thing that gives me +5 during combat encounters and reduces the horror and damage of monsters you encounter to 1.
Yeah.
So, I mean, the options are I come over and try to take out this monster for you, and see if I can do some damage on it, or come over and trade with you.
I'm sure between the two of us, we can do fine. I'm happy to keep the lead investigator if you want to come. Well, you don't have a boat ticket, do you?
Well, no, I would get a boat ticket and then come over.
But
so a boat ticket, move.
So you would. So that
And then
means
if
we
you
can't
wanted
trade.
to trade.
That means we can't trade unless you go first.
Yes, that is why I'm asking.
But if you go first, you encounter it first.
Yes.
So either come here and fight it, or don't worry about it, because I'm pretty sure I can do another 3 damage next turn.
Yeah, he's rolling like 7 dice.
Yeah. Let me be a hero, Eric.
All right. Do you want me to come? You go first. Do you want me to come in case of cleanup?
Sure.
And I can get a clue. Yeah. Okay. So you go first, but keep it.
All right.
And I'll be back up.
All right. So with me going first, I can't rest, but I don't need to. So the first thing I'm going to do is use the Monster Hunter again to hit it for another damage.
That's convenient.
Yeah. Yeah. No, like this.
That's a nice ally for big monsters.
Yeah. This is what Zoey is set up to do.
I always forget that you can just sit on top of monsters. I always like, well, if you don't defeat the monster, you're dead. But
No.
you can actually just hang out and have tea, like in some Looney Tunes kind of cartoon. You know, it's like, Frank, John, I guess it's time to fight again. All right.
All right, and so I'm also checking because I have a personal story that requires me to do 2 more tasks, and I can't do any of them. I got a list of things to do after I kill this thing. All right, so that's my 2 actions. My second one was to get a focus.
Okay. Well, I'm going to take a boat ticket and come over and hang out.
All right.
That's it for me.
All right. Agatha is going shopping.
There's some good stuff.
She is shopping. Her influence is a 3. And I think that's all that she's got. So she's going to roll the 3. Oh, for the love of God. I will spend a clue to re-roll any number of dice. Agatha poops out clues.
You're not going to save that clue in case the next mystery needs it, Len?
It's not once per round. I'm going to get a clue this round when you take sanity hits. You're fine. All right, two successes. Oh boy, the grotesque compendium is so delightful. But I do love the gambler's dice.
Roll a minimum of 2 dice when resolving tests. Once per round, you may re-roll 2 dice with matching results when resolving a test.
Yeah, because I plan on closing the gate, I'm gonna take the dice. I'm gonna go into debt and take the dice.
Oh, now that's going to be a useful one.
Look at
There
that
you go.
service action that I can set aside.
Yeah, see?
Hey.
And then I'm gonna mosey on over to the rat thing because I have an item to get rid of if I can't beat it.
All right, so that's 2 actions for Agatha. What's Roland going to do?
Can Roland can go to Sydney, right?
Yep, the world is in fact round.
Okay. So he's gonna do that, and oh gosh, I think I'm gonna keep working on my madness condition because it does worry me a little bit, or my paranoia condition.
Mm-hmm.
And I did lose a health,
Okay.
so let's rest. Let's get my health back up, and let's try to roll a die and see if it helps me out.
Oh yeah, look at that. momentum.
Holy cow! All right, goodbye madness.
All right. And did you want to do any passive actions?
I did. Oh, okay. So I can't take the service actions as said this time,
Yeah.
but that's okay. It can stay there till next turn.
Yeah, no, that was a fine choice.
And then I'm just gonna spawn 2 clues,
Okay.
right? Because no one needs the things there that are right now, right?
Not yet.
Okay.
Soon, perhaps.
Okay. So there's a clue up there in Tunguska and one in Antarctica.
All right. Let's have some encounters.
Okay, wow. Yeah, well, I don't have to read anything. You're just gonna...
Yeah.
I'm
no.
gonna step away for just a moment. If it should come up before then, I am having a research encounter.
Okay. You got some time, I think.
Yes.
All right, so we're going to do this right this time. I got a will of 4. And it's -1. And then I got a Holy Cross for +2. Okay, so that's where I'm at here. All right. So now, having done that, really thought I had a reroll there, but you know what? We're gonna go ahead and spend the.
Why?
You have a reroll.
I'll
Your
prefer-
magic
Oh.
trinket.
There you go.
Jeweled scarab.
I knew I had one somewhere. Thank
May
you.
reroll 1 die when resolving a lore or influence test.
Right, and the reason why is I was about to take 3 sanity, and I need to take no sanity in order to get the
I'm
bonus.
sorry. I was looking at the wrong dice. I was seeing. Yep.
There we go. All right,
Alright.
so I made it with 1 success. I'm on the block for 2 sanity.
Yeah, and well, I was gonna say 2. Don't forget when I pass by a lot, which I usually do on this one, you'll cover 4. But
Okay.
All right, so that is 5 dice.
That's true. I just didn't want to.
Okay.
Risk
Yeah,
it.
I forgot about it too. I was saying more than I meant. So, in fact, roll like that. Hang on. I'm gonna use my Mystic Scroll to reroll 1 die.
Okay.
Remember I said that was useless? This thing's great. Oh, that was not a.
That's not a
What
roll.
did you do?
There you go. There's the 3 successes,
All right.
and that means that
You get an extra clue.
Brett losing up to 4 sanity, and yes, I gain.
All right. So now I start at 3 strength, +4 for the Holy Spear, and then +2 because I didn't lose any sanity, and -2 because of the Dunwich Horrors effect.
Come on, Zoe. Bam!
All right,
There you
3
go.
successes. That's no damage. 3 to the monster. I am a freaking rock star.
Nice.
All right.
Now you could do a research encounter because of my ally. You do get a +1 when resolving research account.
All right. Well, let's
Or
give
you
it a
could just do Arkham.
If you don't mind, I'll give it a shot. You got a couple clues of
I
your
do have
own.
a couple of clues.
All right, so give me a research encounter in the city.
Okay, research encounter.
Time to take a dark pact.
I already have one.
He already has one. Okay, city. Carl Sansford, the head of Arkham's Silver Light Lodge, has tracked you down to find out what you know about Yog Suthoth. Influence. Test influence.
Test influence. Not really what I wanted to hear. So let's see, I got a 2 there. Yep.
Yeah, you really want to pass this one. Wow, this is a... Okay. You rolled your extra die for research encounter, right?
I did not, because you only said that to me once.
Well, it didn't matter,
All
apparently.
right. So do I really want to?
You want to
Yeah, I guess I do. I'll spend the focus.
That
Oof.
did not look like a roll.
That's
What button were
beautiful.
you pushing?
No, that was a roll.
The die
Okay.
didn't even move.
It
landed
didn't?
flat.
No.
Yeah.
There.
Okay, that was a roll.
No, that was not a roll either.
That
Stop
absolutely
trying
was
to
a
cheat,
roll.
Rob.
All right, what happens to me? I'm out.
Well, if you fail, your knowledge aids his mysterious pursuit. Spawn one gate.
All right.
Well, that didn't go well.
Eh. I don't think that's the worst thing. A Wendigo in
Africa.
in the Amazon.
In the Amazon, yeah.
All right. Well, that gives me something else to do. Try to do my tasks. I don't know. All right. But
All
it
right.
means you get a shot at a clue.
Read me a research encounter. Let's see if I can
All right.
watch
Let's-
this as
let's
fabulously
show
as
him.
Rob did.
Let's show him how it's done. Okay.
I think I have, and he's learned too well. I just I feel like I've rubbed off on Rob. I'm sorry, Rob. You've learned from the master.
A noted politician walks straight towards you, glaring. A cultist monster ambushes you.
Okay.
All
I
right.
mean,
So those stats are on the Great Old
Okay.
One sheet.
All right.
No. Go ahead.
Okay. So no horror check?
Yep.
Okay, and then I am rolling my strength, which is 2.
Mm-hmm.
I have the chant, which gives me +5.
Mm-hmm.
Alright,
Like, I
okay.
mean,
And then I have my
yes, you do.
God, this cult is messing with the
and
wrong.
then I
dude.
and then I have my revolver, which rolls 1 additional die.
I just have this image of him walking in with like this huge magic spell book and just banging the cultists over the head with it.
Well, let's see.
This more is like the Indiana Jones scene where the guy's like got the big whip and then he just whips out the gun and shoots him in
Oh.
the face.
I didn't do that great, but I guess I did well enough, so I defeat the cultist monster.
Yep.
Okay.
Now, the cultist says if you defeat this monster during a combat encounter, which you did.
Not a
Yes,
not
it
a
did.
combat encounter.
Yep, as soon as you.
Ambush, it's a combat, yeah.
Yep, an ambush is a
What?
type of combat encounter.
No way.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Never
you can use
do that.
You can use all your weapons, all your stuff. So this isn't a choice. Lose 1 sanity and gain a spell.
Okay. Don't like that, but my sanity's a little low. And I gain a spell. And the spells are here. What do I press to Alt?
You hold shift. Got it. It's Alt Shift right click.
You did it!
A big boy now. I have Instill Bravery.
Oh, that's great.
That's
Multiple people
useful.
have that now.
All right. And you got your clue.
And if you defeat it, you find that he was secretly a member of the Silver Twilight Lodge. Gain this clue.
Okay.
Well done. All right.
Mythos phase doesn't do a 3 sanity hit. That's all I'm saying.
Well, you can provide 2 of that yourself.
That's true. Well, if I roll well, but okay.
All right. This is where things are going to get dicey because Agatha is fighting the rat thing. But Agatha has a gambler's dice, so it's observation -2, which would put me at 1. But the gambler's dice say I roll a minimum of 2 dice when resolving tests, so I'll
Okay.
be rolling 2.
Nice.
It's a pass. And then strength. Well, I have that same problem. The strength -1. I'd still be rolling 1 dice, but the gambler's dice lets me roll 2. I hit him.
There you go. What more do you need?
Guys. And like,
Agatha
it's
wins
just-
on technicalities. That's great.
It's just like you said, Eric. When you beat the rat thing, it's like, wow, you beat a rat thing. So yeah.
I appreciate you beating the rat thing. I played a game where that thing just annoyed the heck out of me.
Yeah.
So
And then Laura, I will do.
you are my hero.
Thank you. I'll do the otherworldly encounter on Tokyo.
All right. Let's see what Agatha is up to. Yagoth. You discover a waxen mask and artificial hands. Your mind reels as you realize that the old man you had spoken to earlier was actually some terrible creature disguised as a human. Test will.
All right, that is also 2 dice. Well. Okay.
Nailed it.
Yes.
You realize now that the old man's words carry a secondary meaning. You attempt to decrypt what he said to test lore.
Alrighty. 4. It's 5 dice. There we go. Wow, 4s and 1s, baby. Good thing we got those blessed dice.
Yes. If you pass, you understand the man's implied instructions. Close this gate.
There we go.
All right. Well done. And Laura, do you want a city encounter or a research encounter?
Research, please.
A distraught woman claims that her missing son struck a bargain with the lurker at the threshold. Test observation.
It's very specific. The lurker at the threshold. That woman just knows.
Yeah.
All right. So my observation is 4 plus Karina, giving me 5.
Yep.
You go in, he says, please, the lurker at the threshold was my father. I'm called Lurky.
Wow. Okay.
If you find the boy and try to free him from the debt. You may discard 1 spell to gain this clue and 1 additional clue.
I don't have any spells, huh?
Oh, that's no
bummer.
fun.
All right,
Okay.
so you don't gain the clue, but you don't get the curse condition.
Which is always nice.
God, these research encounters have been brutal lately.
Yep.
This is-
All right, that makes me think we're back to a Mythos phase.
Back to the Mythos phase.
Let's see if this is an equally benevolent one. Nope. All right. So we're gonna move the Omen track to the blue, We don't have any blue gates, so we still don't lose any doom. And now we have to deal with reckonings, starting with monsters on the board. There are no monsters on the board with reckoning symbols. There are no mythos cards in play. So we go to Yog Suthoth. Each investigator on a space containing a gate advances doom by 1 unless he discards a spell. That's none of us also. Alright. That wasn't so bad. Let's check out our individual conditions here. So, I guess I'm the lead investigator. The jeweled scarab doesn't fire because nobody has the ornate scarab. And I guess that kind of means I got to deal with the Dark Pact?
Yes.
Roll a die on a 1. The time has come. I'm gonna roll this die. There we go.
No problem.
No problem. Eric.
I actually have nothing despite the number of cards I have.
Yeah, you got
Surprising.
nothing.
All right. Well, I am going to roll for the Masa de Mercrim Pusher guy, and I just need to not roll a 1.
All right.
So I think I'm going to roll for my blessed first. Roll a die on our 1 or 2. Discard this card.
Are you sure you want to do that? Because the
Yeah,
other
because
one.
if I lose it, then I might get it back.
Yeah,
with
but
Father
you
Maluzzo.
get to flip it.
I know, but
All right.
I mean, I'm
Alright.
hoping I don't roll a 1 or a 2. Let's.
Alright.
That's good. Now, Father. 4, 5, or 6. Gain it blessed. Hey!
All right.
All right.
So you've gained a blessed condition, but because you are already blessed, if you would gain another blessed condition, flip this card instead.
All right. This doesn't get to happen often. In the night sky, you can clearly see the predictions set forth by the stars, and you realize there is still hope for mankind. Move the omen token to any space of the track without advancing movement with this card. Not that great, but I'm gonna flip it. Well, since we have a red gate coming, I'm gonna flip it over to the.
No, put it on the red. Because it doesn't advance doom, and that
Yeah.
gives us the most. Yeah.
I like that answer.
right.
That's all my reckonings.
And does Roland have any?
Nope.
Huh.
Yeah.
What a
Got rid of my paranoia.
what a quiet mythos phase we get to have. All right, and so now
Well, it's
a
not over
new
yet.
gate comes out. So we're going to spawn that in.
Ouch!
Oh wow! Slaps rolling
Jesus.
right in the face.
Very sudden gate appearance there.
Oh, those gates are doozy, man.
Take a gate to the face. All right, and the cultist doesn't have anything when it comes out. So, got a little bit to deal with, but so where are we at? You must have been drugged. In your delirium, you see yourself approach a wall of complete darkness. In this void, you sense a monstrous form closing in on you. When you awaken, you know the beast has gone from the world, but it has not left you. Gaze into the abyss. The lead investigator gains a corruption condition. Then the lead investigator discards one non-epic monster of his choice and gains Eldritch token equal to its toughness.
Where is corruption? Is that a
Bane?
deal? Oh, corruption's right here. Yeah.
All right. So corruption. You may gain one Eldritch token to reroll one die. If you gain this boon, discard this card instead. All right.
Sounds like you needed Silver Twilight Host.
Yeah, I wish I had still taken any damage before doing that, but it might be time. I am going to discard the cultist because I'm a coward.
Wait,
Okay.
no. Why?
'Cause-
That'll give her a spell, which we may need for next. I mean, the when this dude.
All
What, do
right.
you have to lose health based on that or something?
No. I mean, I'd get 2 corruption.
Yeah.
As opposed
well,
to-
in case Roland decides not to give the Silver Twilight.
I mean, if we're okay using the Silver Twilight to deal with this corruption, I'll take the 2 and get rid of the Wendigo.
I mean, I think that's a fine use of Silver Twilight.
I think right now we're not dealing with monsters right now, so we'll see. We're not doing it quite yet.
I was thinking that we were going to get potentially a mystery where we need to do something with spells or get rid of spells.
Yeah.
So that's that cult.
No, I understand that. So I'm just saying, I don't.
Yeah, that's all
I jumped on the dark path.
Yeah.
All right. So if we're cool with that, I will discard the Wendigo. I will take 2 Eldritch tokens.
Yeah. I mean, remember how we're playing this game. Forget tomorrow's players. We're playing for now, right?
Just stop changing your mind on us, Eric.
I'm not saying that's a good strategy. I'm just saying that's the strategy we've been using.
All right.
And then the mystery.
So, at the end of the Mythos phase, if the Dunwich Horror epic monster has been defeated, solve this mystery.
Nice.
So our new one is Arcane Understanding. Humanity must not tamper with arcane energies. Yog Suthoth is the very essence of magic, and a person under the influence of sorcery will inescapably become the Ancient One puppets. When an investigator passes a lore test while resolving a spell effect, he may spend 1 clue and discard that spell after he has finished resolving its effect. If he does, place 1 Eldritch token on this card. At the end of the Mythos phase, if there are Eldritch tokens on this card equal to the number of investigators, solve this mystery.
It's a lot of spells.
It's a lot of spells, and they have to actually be used. You can't just get rid of them.
Right, because it has to be the spell that you're using that you
Eric
discard.
and 2 of mine and Eric's are passive, so that's good. But yeah, we're gonna need to pick some more up, which again is why your cultist is good.
Yeah.
Good shape.
All right.
All right. I'll take the investigator.
Good.
Okay. So the question is, do I make my way down to the Amazon to deal with that gate, or do I hang out in I hang out in Arkham?
Yeah.
It's not even a question.
That gate is pointless for us. We'll be done by the time that gate happens.
Okay, so okay. What I'm going to do is acquire a resource, I think. Hold on. I mean, I'm just trying to figure out if I should acquire a resource or a focus. Because I could just get. I was going for the intelligence. Whatever. Resources aren't. I'm going to acquire a resource, and then I am going to go shopping. And I am going. My influence is a 5. 2, 3, 4, 5, and then I have. I may add 1 success to your test. Success to your test results when requiring acquire acid action. So that's just a free one. And I thought I had something else. Apparently I didn't. Yeah, I guess that's it. So 5, I get to add 1 success, and I get to...
Oh my lord.
Well, that blows. Wow. I want to use the Grizz... No, fine, I'll go into debt. Okay, so that gives me 2, 3. If I go into debt, I have 3 successes, then I have stupid resources I can't use on anything. There's nothing that gives me... I have the Grizzly Totem, but I don't want to waste it on that. Alright, fine. Or I could just get the Forbidden Text, which is completely useless. Alright.
So, I mean, because of one of my tasks, I wouldn't mind the intelligence report, but...
Oh, you wouldn't mind the intelligence report? Why?
Because I need to get 2 tasks in order to do... or 2 clues in order to do Turning the Tide.
Yeah, I thought I got a ton of clues. I thought you were just gonna trade with me for some clues.
Oh, okay. That would be as easy for me. I didn't...
So,
okay.
I'm gonna draw a debt, and then I'm gonna get the intelligence report, which I immediately discard, and I get 2 clues. Yeah, you can take some clues, and you can also take the Grim Lexicon, which reduces the horror check of monsters, because I already have something that reduces the horror check of monsters.
Okay.
Oh no, I guess those do. Reduce the horror check by 1, reduce the horror check by 1. They stack, right?
Yes.
Okay, well. If you wanted to take the Grim Lexicon, you would...
I'm happy just to get the clues.
Alright.
Alright, so was that 2 actions?
Yep.
Alright, Agatha.
Alright, so Agatha is going to start doing the mystery. Agatha is going to use Plumb the Void. Actually, I'm going to take the action on my character. I can perform an action on Ritual or Tome, gain +2 during that action. I'm going to use that on Plumb the Void, which is test lore -1. So my lore is 5, +2 is 7, -1. I'm rolling 6 dice. If I pass, I can move to any space. What do you know? I passed. I gain a clue. And I flip this card, and on a 3+, alright, no additional effect. So I'm gonna move all the way to Buenos Aires. Actually, no, I'm gonna hang out with you guys.
Yep.
And because I used a spell, I can spend a clue and discard that spell. So I'll spend the clue, discard Plumb the Void, Eldritch token on the mystery. That's action 1. Action 2. I guess I'll shop. I mean, just to maybe clear things out.
Okay.
So I'll roll 3 dice.
Woof.
All right.
Nice.
Let's take the. You know what? Let's take the grotesque compendium.
With a debt?
No, Oh. Well,
You can buy anything except the grotesque compendium.
Yeah, I'm gonna take the. I'm gonna go into debt. I'm going into debt, and I'm taking the bow.
You
and
could
the
get
text.
anything. Get the enchanted bow. You're so weak.
That's what I'm saying. I'm taking the bow and the text.
Oh, you're taking. You can't take bow and.
You can by going into debt.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I'm gonna do that, and I'll take the. And what I'm trying to do is open the market to maybe something that gives clues. I mean, gives spells.
Okay.
What do we get here?
Tear gas. Seek the truth.
Yeah. Whenever you gain a clue during a research encounter, spawn 2 clues. Then you may spend 3 clues to discard this card to advance the active mystery by 1.
Huh. I like that one.
Yeah, I mean, if we had 3 clues, we could. But you also have to do a research encounter.
Yeah.
Right.
And I also have a key that lets me spend 1 less clue when I do things,
Right.
which is nice.
Oh, and you're right on a plate where you could do a research encounter.
Mm-hmm.
I am.
Can you shop when there's a monster about?
No.
Oh, well, okay. Then there's one problem.
All right, so that was both of Agatha's.
Yep.
So Laura, what are you going to do with Roland?
Are there
Okay.
other things I can do besides shop?
Well,
Can't
you
shop.
can't shop because there's a monster on your space.
That's what I said. Are there other things I can do besides that?
Oh, yeah.
Well-
Agency secrets?
Okay, there is a solution. You do have the power to set aside service assets. One of the service assets is assassination. A monster in your space loses 2 health. On any space loses 2 health. So you could use that to kill the cultist, and then you could shop for your next action.
Or,
But the cultist gives you a spell, so
Yeah.
can I point out another option? You could move to space 20,
Mm-hmm.
shop, get that clue, and then if you need to go and deal with the cultist next turn, that's still an option.
that's true
Wait.
too.
No.
Yeah,
What's
So-
our mystery here? Spell,
right.
do the spell,
Right,
spend
but-
the clue. Why would we delay that by a round by having her go get a clue?
Because seek the truth. If she goes to
But she needs 3 clues.
right,
No, 2 because of her thing.
and she already has one anyway.
Oh, okay.
Well,
So
she
okay.
can still get the clue on her space, though.
right, but
She can fight the cultist, get the clue on her space.
on right, or what I'm trying to say is she could move to space 20 and then shop to get the seek the truth. Okay. And then if she gets the clue there, she could use that clue and the one she has and her special ability to advance the mystery, and then still next turn come back and do it through the cultist if we still need it.
But then that would take another turn for her to use the clue from the use the spell from the cultist.
So, Laura, the things you can do are move,
Don't listen to us, Laura.
you can move,
Jesus, those
focus,
idiots.
acquire assets, which would allow you to get a free success anytime you tried to buy something.
Mm-hmm.
Those are the things you can do. You can move, you can acquire it, you can focus, and you can get a
Resource.
a resource, which means the next time you shop, you get a free success, and it doesn't matter what you roll.
Okay.
So the options are to fight this cultist here. If you just stay, so if you were staying still, you would focus and acquire a resource, because that's all you can do.
I can do my action, which is set aside service items there too.
Yes.
Yeah. You can do that too, and you can also do your agency secrets, whatever that may be.
Yeah, I think we did that already, and it wasn't awesome.
Okay.
So let's start by setting aside assassination, because I feel like that's useful, and we might want to do that sometime.
All right.
Oh shoot, it's another one. Okay. All right. Well, next turn, I suppose. And then what's per round during the action? All right. So, talk to me about killing the cultist and getting the spell. So, if I kill the cultist, I get the spell, or only
So
if I kill it a certain way?
if you kill it during a combat encounter, so during encounter phase, or if it ambushes you,
So, if I were to use the assassination, I would not get the spell.
that is correct.
just thought of something.
Oh, Len, come on.
No, this is a good thing. No. This is not an alternate option. This is an added benefit.
Okay.
Because when you defeat the cultist, you lose a sanity, and 2 of us have spells that go off.
There you go. That is an added benefit.
Yeah.
Okay.
No. Because if you defeat a cultist... Oh, it is lose a sanity. It's not spend to gain. Okay, you were right. That would work. All right. What do you want to do for your
So now I've
second?
precluded moving and shopping, so I'm stuck here in Sydney.
Yeah.
Let's get a better shot at killing that cultist.
I'm sorry, what's that?
Focus. Get a reroll.
Yeah, I think that's probably a good idea. I just wanted to kind of look over things and make sure that I can't think of anything better to do. Because I can't shop. I don't need a resource more than I need a focus. So, don't need a heal, don't need... Yeah, okay. Focus it is. And then my passive, I can spawn 2 clues, right? Because I didn't... Yeah.
You could also give me the Silver Twilight Host.
Oh, I'm
right.
sorry. Yes. There you go.
All right.
That.
So
resolve that now.
I don't need the 3 health and 3 sanity, unfortunately, but I do need to gain a boon condition because corruption says if you would gain a boon condition, discard this card instead.
There you go. There, you're not corrupted anymore. That's
I'm not
good.
corrupted anymore, but as we now know, I do still keep these 2 Eldritch tokens in case that ever matters.
Interesting.
Yep.
Yeah, we learned that last time with me.
Shout out to whoever left that comment. Thank you.
So it's actually connected to the person, not the corruption.
That's correct.
All right. And then I can spawn 1 clue. So there it is, up by Tunguska on page or on space 16.
All right. So Zoey is going to start by doing a trade action. And so if I could have 2 clues from Joe.
You may have 2 clues.
Is there anything I have that you would like?
Anything that you have that I would like? Definitely not the Dark Pack. The Monster Hunter is pretty nice for you.
All right.
No, I think...
I didn't think so, but I wanted to be polite.
Unless you're doubled up on anything. You know.
Yeah.
And you can have the Grim Lexicon if you wanted.
What does that do?
Reduces the horror check by 1. I'm already reducing it by 1. This means if I have it, I reduce it by 2. But, you know.
Actually, I will take that because that will help me.
Yeah.
That will help.
That will help because if you pass your horror check, it's better. So I think it's better that you have it than I do.
All right. And then, it also continues to seem like a waste, but I'm going to pray when you perform. So I'm going to take a rest action. When you perform a rest action, you may beseech the higher power for assistance. Test will. So I get 4 will. I can reroll 1 die. This is only during combat. All right, so I just get the 4 dice. Oh, come on. Come on. I thought I had a reroll, right? Yeah. Okay. So that was my turn. Encounter phase.
Read me an Arkham encounter.
Alrighty. Arkham. The police asked you to examine a book they seized in a recent arrest. Test lore.
Okay, my lore is 3, and I thought I had something that improved lore, but maybe I don't. Spell effects. So I do not. So my lore is a 3, I guess. Alright. Alright, I pass.
If you pass, gain an incantation spell.
Okay.
I'll make it easy. I'll just start dropping them out until we get an incantation spell.
Okay.
There you go.
Oh, was that one the first one?
The second one. Oh, did I miss one? No.
No, both rituals. What do you...
Yeah.
It's
that's
the
why
one
I-
on the top. It flashed by me. There.
Okay, incantation spell. What is this? Rack. When resolving a combat encounter, you may test lore -1. If you pass, gain +5 during that encounter. Then flip this card. Okay. Well, I need to fight something. That's all.
I will also do Arkham.
Laura?
Oh, sorry. Yep.
Here you go.
There we go. Thank you for bringing it down. You find a treasure in Dark's Hall of Mirrors. Gain 1 random magical asset from the deck.
Ooh.
Well, get me that first, because that might
Yeah.
Mhm.
impact my...
But keep reading while I look for that.
Okay. You try to find your way through the maze test observation.
All right. Enchanted blade. Awesome. All right. So observation. I'll be rolling 3 dice.
Mhm.
Pass.
All right. You gain a non-ritual spell.
God. Really? With no
All
monsters
combat
Ah.
stuff. No
Amazing.
monsters to fight.
Hopefully Laura's spells better.
Ah. All right.
Laura, you're encountering a cultist.
I am encountering a cultist. Let's do this. I need to do a horror test. Is there a horror
No
check?
horror test, just
Okay.
test your strength.
Okay, so I've got 2 strength plus 2 for my blunderbuss,
Mhm.
making 4. Whoa, what you doing on my cards?
I'm just pushing the wrong buttons.
Okay, so let's roll my 4.
Sixes.
Okay,
It's a
2
6.
sixes. Yeah, so 2 6s. So
Wow.
4
okay.
successes.
and
4
no
successes.
ones, 4 successes. You blow it out the window.
Okay.
All right. So who's going to prevent the sanity loss? Me or you, Lynn?
I only say you because
Okay.
I can still get clues.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So once per round, when an investigator will lose sanity, you may test lore, and I have something that gives me +3 on resolving spell effects. So
Yeah.
my lore is a 3 plus 3. Oh, that's not nice. Okay, so I get 1 success.
Oh, this might
Now-
be good.
I flip the card. Your malformed magic lashes against your minds and your fears and memories.
No, you passed. You rolled
You
one
got 1
success.
success.
1 success. The encounter inspires courage in the face of madness, but at a cost. Lose 1 health. Alright, so I lose 1 health. I then discard this card and a clue, correct?
Yep.
So I get rid of the spell, which is up here, and I discard the clue. Or do I just put it on here?
Nope, you put it in the
Garbage.
garbage. And Linda, I see you.
I got it.
And then
Okay.
Eldritch Choking up there. Okay. So
I don't lose any sanity.
You do not lose any sanity.
All right, but I defeated the cultist, so now I get my spell.
You get a spell.
Oh boy, what did I get? What did I get?
Oh, that's a good one for us.
Summon by a key. Test my lore. If I pass, move to a space of your choice within 2 spaces. That's what this goes. Okay.
So the reason that's a good one is because you can do it as an action. You don't need to wait for the right circumstance like the others did.
Okay.
So now, do you want a research encounter or a otherworldly encounter?
I feel like we need more clues than we need to close gates, but you guys tell me.
That's...
I think we shouldn't tell you.
Yeah.
You should tell your own thing.
I want a research encounter.
No,
Although
don't do
wait.
that. No, I'm joking.
No.
Well, wait, no, because hold on. If I want to do my task, well, if I get the task and do that task, I can have another research encounter somewhere else. Never mind. Yeah, I want to have a research encounter.
Yeah.
Let's go.
We approve of this choice. You read an article about the disappearance of the legendary Dunwich Horror. The creature evidently left its home village for some other destination when I blew it the fuck up. If you are in a space containing a gate, the legend reveals itself before you, the Dunwich Horror epic monster.
What are the odds of that?
No!
What are the odds of that? Where did you put the Dunwich? By the way, it's not bad.
Yeah, it's up here.
Oh my god, that's...
That's a terrible research encounter.
Well,
That is
yes.
Unbelievable.
Except, can I point out the reason why it's not that bad?
It goes away, right?
It goes away, and Len, you still have an instill bravery and a clue.
I sure do.
So,
That actually is great, Rob. Yeah.
yeah. All right. So, do you remember how this works?
No, help me.
You start with a horror check.
Yes.
Will -1. You need 3 successes to not lose any sanity.
Okay, so my will is 3. -1 would be 2. However, I have. Oh no, I got rid of guts.
Yeah.
2 it is. Okay. 2 it is. Let's do this. Okay, there's
Alright.
a success.
All right.
perfect.
And Agatha is going to step in and instill bravery.
All right. So at the moment you're on the count for 2 sanity lost, 3 minus your 1 success.
Okay.
And I'll be rolling 5 dice to try to prevent such a thing from happening. All right, you actually lose 4, or prevent 4, but that is a spell that is used. I'm going to discard the spell and
That's a
spend
shame.
a clue.
It is.
I also am going to get a clue for. No, I think I got the clue already. For the other test I got rid of.
Yeah.
So we're good there, but we do get our 3rd Eldritch check.
All right. And then now you have the combat check, the strength. So it's strength -2. You need 3 successes to not take any damage.
Okay, so my strength -2 would be 0. But I do have the strength from the blunderbuss.
Right. So you add up all your bonuses first and then subtract the 2.
Got it. Okay, so I've got 2 strength. At the end, right?
Yeah.
You get 2 strength and 1 reroll.
Yes. Yep. All right. Let's do it.
But you're pretty healthy, so.
Okay.
All right.
A 5 and a 1, so no successes.
But you get your reroll.
Yeah. Why not? Let's do that. It's not a 1.
2 is better than 1.
All right.
1 success.
So at this point, you're going to take 2 damage.
Okay. And it's dead?
Well, it's gone.
It's
Okay.
It goes away.
Okay.
That is. That was.
So actually, that's the 3rd time the Dunwich Horror has cropped up. We had it as the mystery, we had it as the research encounter, and that first mystery that we had was effectively the Dunwich Horror as well. I don't know where that clue came from.
It says the Himalayas.
Well, let's put it back in the Himalayas. All right. So I'm gonna have an Arkham.
Okay, Arkham. Let's see. Here's America. All right. Arkham. A patient at St. Mary's Hospital asks for you, but his body is so diseased that your instinct is to run. Test will.
Jesus. I don't get any bonuses, but I get a reroll.
Okay, good enough. Okay. If you pass, he begs you for a favor. Gain a task unique asset.
I'm getting a little tired of this.
I got you. Yeah,
It's mocking you, Rob. It is literally mocking you. It's like, oh, you need tasks to do your personal story. Well, here you go. I'll give you all the tasks you want.
All right. Let's do a Mythos phase.
Okay. And I'm the one on the hook for this one. Advance the Omen track.
All right.
That's not the most horrible part. Yes.
So we go to a blue space. Is there a blue gate? I actually wanted one this time.
I know.
Well, maybe we'll get Doom somewhere else.
Okay. Now we go to Reckonings.
All right.
That's not good.
Well,
Ah.
no monsters on the board, no Mythos cards in play. Each investigator on a space containing a gate
Yep.
advances Doom. No, this is good. This is good. We need to advance the Doom by 1. This is good.
All right. Yeah.
All right. So each investigator on a space containing a gate advances Doom by 1 unless he discards 1 spell. So, Laura, that's you. I'm going to ask you to please let us reduce Doom.
Yeah.
So, Doom goes down by 1, and then mine, it goes at the end of the Mythos phase. All right. So, then, I guess components, right?
Okay.
Yeah.
So, debt. Some men have come to collect. With this condition, this ain't good. The people you owe have decided to make an example of you. Gain a wanted condition and discard this card. All right, well, that's not too horrible. I just have to move, right, for wanted?
Basically. You move, you roll a die. If it's a 4, 5, or 6, you discard it. Otherwise, a 6 with you. That's fine. Len.
All right. Debt. It's time for debt. Oh, you see, there's no ordinary bank you borrowed from. Some armed men confront you and demand that you repay what you owe. Test strength. All right.
Oh,
strength.
this sucked for Agatha.
That's all right. No, because I have the dice, which allows me to roll 2 dice.
Okay.
I'll roll 2 dice.
There.
Oh,
No problem.
all right.
Then I will roll for my blessing. I need to not roll a 1 or a 2. Wait, no, the Masa de Shuge rolling the die on a 1 and advance Doom by 1. See? I'm so glad. Okay. Now I will roll for my blessing. What that not like the way that happened. Okay, so I lose my blessing.
Oh.
And now I will roll for Father Merluzzo. 4, 5, or 6 to get a blessing. No! Alright.
It was good while it lasted.
Yeah.
You had a good run on that.
Yeah, I mean. Now's the time.
All right. Laura, do you have anything?
Nope.
All right. What do I got going on here? Jewel Scarab doesn't really count. Dark Pact.
Yes.
Whose side are you on?
And that's a 2. Oh man. Folks, what do you think? It's a little late.
We're so close.
I kind of feel that way too.
Okay, Rob, don't you have something to do at the end of the Mythos phase involving 2 clues and a task?
Yes. All right, but before we get to there, we also have to spawn a gate.
Okay.
Because I always forget that there's more after all of this stuff. So we're going to spawn 2 mana. So we spawn a gate.
Ow! What was that?
That was a gate and a cultist on Arkham.
Oh, that is awesome for us.
That is...
That locks it in pretty much because we have those spells that we need to fight things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, and then spawn 2 monsters in the active expedition space. Well, I wasn't going to go there. So we got a warlock and a ghoul. All right. Then, at the end of the Mythos phase, if Doom advanced this round, and it has, spend clues equal to half the number of investigators to flip this card. All right. Resolve 1 effect on your choice based on the Doom. So our Doom, what's our Doom at these days? Looks like a 10. Looks like a 10. So 9 or less, 6 or less, 3 or less, or 0. Well, all right.
So, do you just discard the card?
Then I just discard the card. But that's okay, as far as I'm concerned, because I flipped it. Well, it means that we're doing okay. But I get an Eldritch token on my personal story.
So weird.
Yeah, so how about if things get bad?
Yeah, but that's still weird. You spent 2 clues. I mean, forget about your effect. Like, imagine if you just did that task. You spend the clues and find out it does nothing.
Yeah, well, I mean...
That sucks.
You didn't spend the clues, by the way.
Yeah. All right, who wants to be the next lead investigator?
So I'm gonna say that I would like to take it, and the reason being,
I don't
if
care.
you get a clue from the cultist, it might be a spell that I can use
Right.
to help with something else.
All right.
So you're gonna fight the cultist?
Yes.
Okay.
But
Gotten a
hopefully it won't even get that far because Laura can finish this with her summon beyond
Or that,
spell.
right? I mean, she's got to get the. Oh, right. Oh, yeah. So whatever. Yeah. Then I won't take the lead investigator. You want it, Laura?
I can do it, sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Win this for us.
Okay. Let's see. Is there anything I want to do before I do that? Guess I could focus or heal, right?
I think focusing would be a lovely idea
Okay.
because you
let's do
really
that.
want to pass this check.
I really want to pass the check. All right. I'm testing my lore. My lore is only 2. I don't have anything that improves my lore. And this is not an otherworldly encounter. But that's okay. We're gonna roll 2.
That's not rolling.
What are you doing?
There you go.
Wiggling instead of rolling.
Wiggling. We'll wiggle for 2.
Nothing wrong with a
There
good
it is.
wiggle.
Oh,
There
nice.
it is.
So I can move to a space of my choice within 2 spaces, but I think I'll stay here. And
So unfortunately, you do have to move.
Oh, I do.
Yes, because
Okay.
it isn't May.
Well then I guess I'll go to space 20.
Yeah.
All right. And then I will flip the card.
Yeah.
Had 1 success. The beast travels recklessly. And the landing leaves you wounded. Lose 1 health. Okay.
Okay, now, do you want to spend this clue and discard this card? Or
Gee, guys, I don't know. I might want to keep this spell.
It's a handy spell.
It is a handy spell. All right, there goes my clue. Oh, sort of. And there goes the spell. And give us an Eldritch token, please. There we go. Get those 4 Eldritch tokens.
Excellent.
So that was 1 action, right? I get another one?
Oh
no, I got my focus. Never mind.
Focus.
Yep. Okay.
All
I'm
right.
done then. Oh wait, I can spawn more clues. Not that we should need them.
Yep.
Or give someone a service asset.
Do we want to kill the cultist, or do we want to keep the cultist around?
Keep him around. You need.
For what? We're done.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Fine.
All right. Somebody wants the assassination then.
I
guess
don't
can
know
take
if
the
it matters.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah. Yeah, go ahead and use it. Let's just wrap this
Yeah,
up.
let's get rid of the cultist. Let's not have a cultist accidentally
Or-
kill me.
Yeah, no, we're fine.
All right. So that's passive part 1. When you gain this card, immediately choose a monster on any space. Chosen monster loses 2 health, and discard this card. So goodbye, cultist. Nice knowing you. And then I get the other passive, which would be spawning a clue or giving someone the chart of flight. And I don't think anyone wants the chart of flight.
Well, unless you want to fly up and join us in Arkham. It'd be just, a party at
No,
the end of the world.
I couldn't quite make it.
Okay.
But-
Oh, it's the 2 spaces one.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, so let's spawn a clue. It's all the way up in Siberia, more or less. And that concludes my turn.
All right. So I am going to focus and rest.
Aren't you gonna try to pray to get your personal story?
Yep. That's part of a rest action.
Oh, it's part of a rest. Okay.
Yeah. So I focus, and then when you perform a rest action, you may beseech a higher power for assistance. Test will.
Oh my gosh.
Kidding me, Rock.
I will spend that focus. We're gonna steal 1 more.
Oh.
The point of this game is to roll high.
I'm
I
going to
don't-
use
I
the
don't-
Jewel Scarab.
Yeah.
Hey! Alright, if you pass, place 1 Eldritch token on this card, then you may flip this card. Let's just pretend there's 1 there. Prayer. Each night you pray, and each night you dream of a cat-like goddess. When you wake, you feel invigorated, and numerous cats watch over you. Called to the Blessed of Bast. Resolve each effect that applies based on the number of Eldritch tokens on this card. I may discard 1 condition of my choice.
Perfect.
You know what that's gonna be? That's gonna be a Dark Pact. Let's end
Can-
this game.
Can we see what it would have been?
Nope. Just
No.
gonna throw it out. Just gonna throw it out. Here it goes. Here
No!
it goes. We will never know.
Oh, you're the worst.
Then discard this card. And then I get an Eldritch token. And the reason this is important is because of our campaign rules. For those of you watching along, the way we've been playing our campaign is we keep each character from session to session unless they're defeated. And if they complete their personal stories, in this case, I need to do 3 task unique assets successfully. So now I get the Crusade reward, which I will get to carry with Zoey for the rest of this campaign, as long as she's with us, which will give her more task unique assets. And then when I defeat a monster in a combat encounter, place 1 token of any type on attacked unique asset. That's fun.
Sweet.
That's nice.
All right. So that was my 2 actions.
Joe D.
I'm getting out of town, and when I move, I roll for my wanted condition.
You're doing this just because you can't shop and you don't like that.
No, I could shop.
No. When you're wanted, you can't perform acquire asset actions.
Oh, I can't. Oh, I didn't. Okay, I didn't even know. Well, no, I'm just worried that the wanted will do something crazy on a reckoning and kill me. So the other, in that anticipation, I'm going to rest. And that's it for me.
When you rest, you can test lore, and if you pass, you can spend a sanity to get a clue.
Okay. That's interesting information. Your turn, Len.
All right, Agatha, not being afraid of things, is going to stay right here. Just take a focus, and I'll rest. I'll get a help. Oh, wrong. I'm not gonna rest. I'm gonna use my book. Oh, I can't even do that. No, it's on a space with a gate. I forgot. I rest. Final answer.
All
Trying
right.
to wrap this up. My bad.
All right.
Encounter times.
Encounter.
I'm having a research encounter. Not in the ocean?
I think that's a city.
Yeah.
These have been mean.
Yeah, maybe the Dunwich Horror will appear.
These have been
All right.
mean research encounters. We are not supposed to know things in this game, apparently.
A wealthy recluse possesses a vast occult library. You attempt to convince his family to let you examine the books. Test influence -2.
So my influence is 2, but Karina would give me 1. So I guess that's good. I
Yep.
get to
So
roll 1.
how does that work? Because you
So-
always roll 1.
Well, so you start with the 2, you add the 1, then you -2, you're still at 1.
Got it.
So you do all of your additions before you subtract for the
Gotcha.
test.
Okay, well, let's see how this goes.
And then you would double for the dice.
That's a big old fail. Is it worth using a focus for?
I don't think so.
Okay.
If you fail, the recluse pays you a visit and shares his insanity, gain a madness condition. And
You
I
can
say
use your
that.
silver key.
No, that's true.
Oh, it is true. All right. Oh.
No. This is
I
an
actually
other
think-
world.
No. Oh, okay.
This is a
I
research
think it is
encounter.
worth
She's
it
spending
since-
1 less clue, and a clue is a reroll. We covered that before.
Oh, okay, for that. Still sounds wrong to me.
It does sound-
Well, didn't matter, unfortunately. But thank you. So I get a madness.
Well, you spend the focus because it's the
Yeah,
end of the game.
but it's also the end of the game.
You know, and so you don't need those focuses. You're not going to do anything else. But if you have a madness condition and there's something horrible on it,
It's
you
not
couldn't
gonna.
get.
It's not gonna.
Man,
It's not
Take
gonna
5
wipe them out.
sanity.
all right.
All right.
Yeah, you're right.
While Len is getting
I'll get that.
that, Eric,
It's
would you
madness,
read
right?
me? A otherworld encounter.
Otherworld encounter. All right. Find yourself lost in a tower with stairs going in all directions. The walls, ceilings, and floor look alike. You try to make sense of this strange labyrinth and find your way to the top of the tower. Test lore.
All right. So that's gonna be straight up 3 + 2. All right.
Pass.
I
The upper
passed.
in the upper chamber, a masked figure wrapped in tower sits on a throne, looks at you, filling your thoughts with chaos. Test will.
Test will. So that is just a straight up 4. And I pass.
You pass it. You harness its power to return yourself home. Close this gate.
All right. All right. Who's next?
Joe.
Random city encounter.
Random cite. Shady figure offers to sell you a weapon, no questions asked. Speak with him to determine his motives, test the influence.
Okay, so my influence is a 5. I pass.
Okay, if you pass, you get a random weapon axe set from the deck, which is
Matter, but... What happened?
a crappy 25 automatic.
Okay. Roll 1 additional die when resolving a strength test. That's not bad when
I mean,
stacked with other things, but
I guess that's true. And Agatha is just gonna do Arkham. Agatha does Arkham.
Agatha does Arkham. All right, let's do it. America. You ask Gilman House Hotel staff in Innsmouth to help test influence.
My influence is a fat 3. No longer blessed, so I had virtually no chance to pass this. Oh my gosh! I passed.
The clerk shows you the lost and found. Gain 1 magical asset from the deck.
Magic.
Right. And so while Len's doing that,
Enchanted deck.
Laura,
Mythos time.
that is right. What do we got?
What do we got? We've got a move the Omen track.
Yep. So we go to the
Green.
green space. I think we still don't have any green gates. So that's fine.
Reckoning.
Reckoning. All right. So again, no.
The
Let's
warlock.
see. The warlock has one. Let's see what has he got. Roll a die, and a 1 or 2. The nearest investor gains cursed. So Laura, that's you. Roll a die.
Okay. Not a
No
1 or a 2.
problem. All right. Then, each investigator on a space containing a gate, which is none of us, advances doom unless he discards 1 spell. There are no Mythos cards in play, which should have gone first. Conditions, Laura.
I have a madness condition now. I
Okay.
lose 1 sanity.
You lose 1 sanity.
Okay.
Let's see. I just have the Scarab, which does nothing. Eric?
okay. I have a pursuit condition. Test observation. My observation is a 5.
You fail, lose 6 health.
Yeah. Oh, I didn't fail.
evade. You evade your pursuers.
Okay.
Alright, well, I'm gonna roll a die to see if we advance Doom by 1. I just need to not roll a 1. That's 6. And then Father Melozo. 4, 5, or 6 to gain a blessed. It's a 4. I'm blessed again. Let's just end this on a good note.
One of the sad things when you kind of win on the first investigator of the turn is you get a bunch of stuff and you're like, oh wow, this would be really useful.
Yep.
Oh,
Yeah.
it's over.
So true.
All right. Let's spawn a gate.
Let's spawn a gate. The
Who else
spawn
we
gate
can
thing didn't
slap
work.
in the face.
There we
of the
go.
gate?
Tunguska.
Tunguska.
It's got a
Great.
wraith.
And go
Ah,
ahead.
lead investigator.
Read
Gains a
the.
curse condition.
Okay. Hey, I get a curse condition. Cool. Why not?
It really wanted to curse you.
I've gone insane and gotten cursed in 1
Ah.
turn. Okay. So that's the gate. Very nice. Now, frostbite stings your ears and nose as you stagger through the cold, desperate to find any sort of shelter. The bitter cold has crept into your coat and gloves, chilling you to your bones. Cold snap event. Each investigator loses 1 health and 1 sanity and gains a hypothermia condition.
All
so
right.
I'm down to 3 and 3.
Okay.
Man.
Why am I handing these out?
Yeah, I don't know why you're doing that.
I'm completing the game.
Yes.
All right.
They're at the end of the Mythos phase, yes?
We are.
I believe so.
I'm just doing it too.
Yep.
All
yeah.
right.
I wondered, does something happen to Zoey now that she's got her thing?
Well, really, it's just gonna hold over for the next game because we won again.
Yeah.
Yes.
We're just too good for this game.
This old one was a sweetheart. Yog Suthoth is the elderly grandmother of great old ones. They put you in, they give you too much candy, and you're like, no, I gotta go, and tell you stories that bore you. But ultimately, this was a very sweet game outside of the research encounters. The research encounters were nasty, but other than that, this was really laid back.
I am seeing what that dark pact is. Rob be damned. Oh, spawn a gate for each spell you have and advance the element by 1. That's nothing.
That's not a bad one.
Interesting that the dark pact actually was a pact with Yog Suthoth already.
Yeah, we had a lot of thematic stuff in the other components.
Yeah.
So many Dunwich Horrors.
So many Dunwich Horrors. That's the name of this episode. So many.
I feel really good about Roland. He defeated 3 monsters, and yeah, he was...
and solved the mystery.
Mhm.
Roland has been a surprisingly useful character. When I looked at Roland, I thought he was not much of anything, but he is really useful to have around, to just be able to generate those clues when you need them, and occasionally come through in a clutch with a service asset. That's really nice.
Yeah,
I never use Joe Diamond's ability to put service weapons or allies in the pot in there. I don't know. I can't think of a good use for it, really. I mean, weapons, maybe?
I think there were times when we needed weapons and everyone forgot that was a thing that you could do.
Yeah.
I remember
probably.
in some game that happening, and like when I was watching it back or editing it or something, I was like, oh yeah, we really should have done that. But I also think like when instead of just discarding stuff to move the bank or whatever it's called around, that with Roland out, if you have nothing else to do, driving more service stuff to be set aside.
Yeah.
But there's usually too much to do.
That's how I thought they would work together, but there's just too many things to get done to waste an action on putting a service asset that may or may not be helpful. I remember one time I had the scheme of, let's generate service assets so that we can kill a monster that was really tough to kill, but there are too many other service assets that don't do the things you want.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, well, it was fun.
Yeah.
Yes, it was. And I don't remember how to pronounce Nephrin Ka. That's it. As we go into our 13th of 16 Great Old Ones.
Really?
Yes.
Wow.
Yep. Yep. So I hope folks will join us for the next batch. I don't have any memories of having played Nephrin Ka. I'm sure I did, but if I did, it was probably only once or twice many years ago at this point. So be interesting to see what they have to offer. All right, folks, thank you all for joining us. My friends, thank you for playing with me. As always, I do enjoy getting to play this with you and sparing this time and fretting about how it is we're going to lose when in fact we're doing fine and we're gonna win. And so I hope to see you next time on Is this Watch Us Lose or is this Watch Us Win? Watch us win. Have a good night, everyone.
Night, everyone.
Night.
Night.